This ain't your grandma's apple pie. This is apple whiskey.
Welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt and I'm a whiskey nerd.
My name is Rose and I'm a whiskey noob.
And like we said, this is an apple whiskey.
Oh yeah.
So let me get into the glasses and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. Now this brand here, Roe Co, should be pretty familiar.
Very familiar.
To most people. It's a well-known Irish whiskey brand, very good for like their whiskey cocktails. Just a nice blended whiskey, very, very nice.
Very friendly people too if you ever go and visit.
Yeah, and this is from Killahora Orchards, maybe less well known. So this is an Apple Aperitif, kind of like an apple port if you think about that. It was, I think, apple juice, bittersweet apple juice mixed with apple brandy.
Okay, so kind of similar in the spirit of a port where you put like fortified alcohol into a wine, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but what makes these two together very special is the collaboration between them. So Roe Co aren't actually any strangers to collaboration. If you ever go to their distillery, you'll see that all the food at the distillery is provided by local food trucks, by local restaurants, things like that. And so they've partnered up with Killahora Orchards, which are kind of a small producer down the south of Ireland in County Cork, and they did a barrel swap. So for the barrel swap, what they did was they took their barrels, which hadn't been holding whiskey, and they gave them to Killahora. And then in return, Killahora gave them barrels that had held their Apple Aperitif. And they swapped these barrels for about a year. So the whiskey notes kind of will take on some of the kind of apple notes, the spicy notes from the apple brandy, but at the same time, the apple brandy is going to take on some of those caramel, the kind of grain sweetness notes from the whiskey. And so then they released them as a special edition kind of pack where you can get them together and you can see how they've impacted each other and how they've kind of influenced each other.
Like, I love apples. I'm a regular maker of apple pie. So this is something where I'm like, as much as you were talking, I was like, just let me get into the glass.
Yeah, and something fun to do with these, which we will do, is we'll actually taste them both together so you can see where the influence lies. I love doing things like this where you can get, whether it's a beer finish, whether it's a rum finish, where you get the whiskey and then you get whatever it was finished with, and you do like a side-by-side A/B tasting. So I think let's go in.
I'm so excited.
Let's go in. So, the port is on your left.
Okay, port. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really nice, it's dense. It's got this kind of like, if you think of like a really rich, like almost bittersweet applesauce, but then you get a nice bit of sugary note coming through, and then butterscotch, some clove spice, cinnamon.
It legit just smells like an adult fancy apple juice. But like, you know, like with all the proper spices and everything in it, like I wouldn't necessarily know smelling it that it would be like, you know, alcoholic or anything like that. I'd be like, yes, give me a whole glass full of this.
Yeah.
I haven't even tried it yet. It's just from the smell.
Going for the nose on the whiskey.
Oh, okay.
So Irish whiskey, you typically get kind of apples and pears, but this is just ramped up so much. Like, it smells like you're in an orchard. Like, you got that really rich apple.
I have an image of me just running through an orchard. Like, some of the flowers might be there. Maybe it's the apples. You know, like Gone with the Wind kind of style.
Yeah, and normally Roe Co comes in at 45%. This is 46%. So it's just a touch over, but it's not enough to burn your nose. So it's quite nice and light.
Which one do we try first?
I think I'm going to try the whiskey first, and then the port. You can try it the other way around.
Oh gosh, okay. Oh, that's real good.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the port.
I went port.
Oh, that's very nice. So the whiskey...
Oh my god, that's delicious.
Yeah, so the whiskey has all those nice kind of classic whiskey notes. It's got a bit of grain sweetness. It's got a little bit of touch of malt coming through. And it had all those kind of nice caramel butterscotch, kind of like a caramel apple. But then the port, the apple port, the Pom'O, has just really rich, dense, almost like an apple pie. If you think of like an apple pie with a buttery crust, where you get the rich kind of apple pie note up front, but then once you get past the apple, you get that bit of grain sweetness, that bit of grain biscuity note that comes through from the whiskey.
Can you fall in love with the whiskey?
I think you can.
This is delicious. Guys,
yeah,
you need to get on this.
It is a limited edition. I think they still have some of them left.
Should we get more?
I think we can get more, yeah.
I think I'm going to buy some. Can you get each?
You can get them, they have them as a limited pack together, so you buy them together in a kind of gift box.
You guys better get on this because I'm gonna buy them.
Yeah, it's very nice. Try the whiskey again. Just like trying to isolate just the flavors on the whiskey.
Oh my god, it's so strange because it tastes so apple.
Yeah, it's
like,
very apple forward.
Like there's a lot of like, it's not overly spiced at the end. Like normally I'd be like, well, obviously I get a little bit like the cloves and everything. Because I'm basically just thinking about a whiskey-based apple pie, and now I'm wondering if I can actually make a whiskey-based apple pie.
You can make like a whiskey caramel sauce. Very nice. Yeah, they actually make a few cocktails with the two of these together, and we're actually going to make a cocktail after we finish making this video, where we use the Roe and Co and the Pom'O together in a cocktail. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit subscribe. That video will be coming out on Friday. So yeah, this is just a great little collaboration.
I don't know which one to go to next.
Try taking a sip of both at the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that's where it happened. Because it's that's an apple pie. You got the grain sweetness, the touch of maltiness coming through, the kind of a nice creamy malt. You got that nice
it is
spicy
creamy and smooth, isn't it?
Yeah, you got a bit of spice, cloves, cinnamon, but then that punch of the apple comes through. It's much sweeter, much richer, denser. It's very nice.
I just really never know which one to go to next.
It's nice. This is also chilled, so they do say to serve it chilled. Mm-hmm. So it is nice. It has
with
also
cheese or in cocktails.
With cheese or in cocktails. It's very nice. They also, so Pom'O, this is the special limited edition one from Roe and Co. It was aged in the Roe and Co barrels, but they do have a kind of a regular edition, which you'll be able to buy if you go on their website, even when this limited edition sells out.
This is really good.
Nice. It's rich. It's buttery. This is a very Roe and Co. To begin with. It's a good whiskey, and just highlights kind of what you can do when you take a good whiskey and you finish it with something else that's also good. You let kind of the two meld together quite well.
Yeah. Alright, well, like, I've already finished my whiskeys and I really want to know what a cocktail tastes like with both of these in it, so I think we're going to wrap it up now.
Mm-hmm. If you want to see that cocktail video, like we said, it'll be out on Friday, and we do whiskey reviews every Wednesday, so if you want to see more, you know what you have to do. You have to scroll down, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Sláinte. Collaboration between them.